So you're probably sitting in a pile of cash. There is only 4 ways how to get equity out of your home, and that's what I want to explain to you right now. Hi, welcome back to my channel. This is Natalia Echeverri with Coldwell Banker in Weston, Florida. So 4 ways only, but let's first understand what equity means if you have a house. So first, let me make it clear. Homeowners have equity, renters do not. Home equity is simply the difference between what you owe to the bank versus what is really worth. So for instance, if your home is worth $300,000 and you owe the bank $200,000, the difference between those two, which is $100,000, is what you have in equity. That's yours, that belongs to you. So there is only 4 ways that you can use that money called equity. And the first way you can get and improve that equity is by paying down your mortgage. When you pay your mortgage every month, a portion of that money is going to your principal. That is a way for you to increase your equity. The other way is making improvements to your property. And so therefore, your property value will increase. Of course, if you put some love into a bathroom or upgrade a kitchen, something like that, the value will go up at the time. Let's say if you sell it or if you want to do an appraisal, that will increase the value. Other thing that will increase that equity is giving a larger down payment. Of course, you put in more money, but that money is something that it will work on your benefit. The most valuable way that you can earn equity is through appreciation. So it doesn't have anything to do with making payments or making improvements on the property. It is just simply that house, based on the location or the current market situation, will improve the value by itself. So it doesn't have to be anything that you really do. It's just because of the market value will increase. So that's called appreciation. So for instance, I bought my house 5 years ago for $440,000. My house today, 5 years later, is worth probably $600,000. So our property now is like a lot more than what we purchased the house, even though if we didn't make any repairs or give a big down payment, it's just because of the market conditions. So the perfect mix is to make your payments, if you can improve something or rehab something in your property, and be in a place where the market value is always increasing. That will be like the perfect formula. Number 1, how to get your equity out of your home. The first one, of course, is selling your property. Like my example, if I sell the property right now, I will get all that chunk of money, and of course we can give it as a down payment, we can use it or whatever it is, but those $160,000 are mine. That's my equity, the equity that my house had. The second way is called home equity loan, or also a second mortgage. So in this case, a mortgage lender will allow you to borrow that money from you, but that is why it's called a second mortgage. So you get that money out, so maybe not all of it, but some of it. So it will be a loan from what you have as equity to you. Going back to our first example, if the house is worth $300,000 and you owe $200,000, the mortgage lender will be able to lend you some of that money, not all of it, because they want to make sure you have some cushion in there just in case if you don't make the payments. And of course, it will be like making a second mortgage payment. You will still have to make the payments on your first mortgage, and you will have to make the payments on that second loan that you're getting from the equity that you have in your house. Generally speaking, yes, the interest will be lower, so you get that chunk of money and then you can use it for something else. Even if you want to buy an investment property or if you want to pay off your credit cards, whatever the case might be, so you have that money available to you. The third option that you have is getting a home equity line of credit. It's called HELOC. So this option is more like a credit card. You borrow your money, the money that you have in equity, and you make small payments depending on the usage of that money. So for instance, it's just like a credit card. You have that money there and you can use it whenever you want to use it. You don't have to use it all, but every time that you use it, you'll be paying your credit card every month. So it's not exactly a loan, it's just that you have money and then you use it when you need it and you pay it as you use it. Now, the fourth option is a cash out refinance. So how the cash out refinance works. So in this case, you have that cash on hand with you. You don't have to make two payments like the home equity line of credit, or you don't have that money secure in a bank and you can use it as a credit card. It's your money and you use it as you want. They might lend you up to 80%. Every bank is different, every mortgage lender is different, because they want you to keep some of that equity in your property. So it's like doing a new mortgage on your property. They will calculate the fees, they will calculate the interest rate and everything, and they will give you that money left, but it's only one mortgage that you will be paying in that case. Of course, you will incur on some fees and payments, closing costs and stuff like that, but if you have a good chunk of money that you can get out, you can use it, and then your mortgage will continue as it is now, with the new interest rate and the fees that you have to pay. My advice to you is, if you want to sell your house, of course, speak to your realtor, get a market valuation report, and see if that is the best option for you. Otherwise, just speak to a mortgage lender. They will give you all the details on the fees, the interest rates, what's best for you. If you want to do something special, very particular with your money, what is the best way to do it. Thank you so much for being here with me. I will see you next week.